right, good afternoon. It's a Saturday and my wife had to work, so I'm kind of back at this. That front panel was dry, so I went ahead and put the dynamite on the dynamat on the backside, and got that done. Then I kind of put it in there and I started test fitting. I thought, man, I better go get the camera, let you guys know what's going on. But I just did a test fit, got everything kind of shaped. I had to shape the bottom of this because that muffler just protrudes out just a little further than it should. But I got it to where it's bent around it, and it'll fit in nice. And it won't change anything, so that's good. So anyway, other than that, I got to where I'm ready to clean these 3 panels up and paint them. Probably should do that front one as well, at least that one, so that we can start putting this, so I can put the radiator in actually, and then I can get everything hooked back up as far as motor wise. And then I'll just start on the rest of those panels, and we'll go from there. But yeah, so that's where I'm at, test fit, and everything seems to be fitting good now that I've bent that around the back of that muffler box, and yeah, it's looking good. I was thinking about dynamite in the front of this, but I'm not sure that I should. I don't think it would hurt it, but I don't know that it would really help with anything. I'm not sure, but because all the noise is behind it. So anyway, let me work on these panels, and we'll go from there. So here's where I'm at. This is not going well. The paint doesn't stick too well to the pure steel. Even though it's a paint and primer, it just doesn't like that steel. So I decided, well, I'll prime them all first. So then I primed it, and of course then I realized all the brush strokes or all the sanding strokes from the grinder are really showing through. So I got to work all those out with the lesser sandpaper first. So then I thought, well, I'll just switch to sanding them down, which I did, and I did a nice job on this panel, and it's ready to go. The only thing is it started to sprinkle just a little bit. And then I thought, well, I'll just focus on sanding these panels, you know, and then it started pouring. So now I've moved to the other side over here and out of the rain in the porch. I don't really like working under here because I don't want to get anything dirty, especially my gas pump. But I'll dry this off and we'll continue to sand up underneath here. It'll just keep going. I need to sand all these panels down, prep them really nice, because the first 2 I'm gonna have to redo anyway. So, you know, it's me. We just learn as we go. I'm just stupid sometimes. Anyway, all right, so let's get these panels on a piece of sandpaper. I'll get going on these panels. We'll get all these other ones done. We'll let those other 2 dry and we'll redo those later. The one primable sandable primer, so it'll be fine. But yeah. Anyway, it's just more work and less order. All right, so let me get busy on this and get sanded. right, so we've been doing this all day long, even though I'm going to show you this really fast. It took all day. So there you go. There's all the panels. I didn't sand that one down because it's got all the controller stuff in there. I tried busting some of those bolts and they end up just breaking everything. So I've got to decide whether I want to order all new stuff or if I want to leave it alone and kind of tape it off and paint around it, which is probably going to be the scenario on that. I'm not sure. But anyway, everything else is sanded down and looking really good. The only stickers I left on there were the serial number and then the warning. I left those two on there. I'll tape those off and paint around them. Everything else was sanded down really nice. I will have to sand this panel down once it dries. I'm going to give it a day or two because it'll just gum up if I do it right now. And I really am only going to do down here on the bottom where the bad spots were. So, but yeah, I think it came out pretty good. Or the day came out pretty good. Anyway, it's something I needed to do that I would have blown off for, I don't know, forever because I didn't want to do it, right? But the rainy day kind of made that happen, so. All right, well, I'm going to pack it up, clean it up, and put it all away and go inside and enjoy my evening. All right, hey, everybody, welcome back. You guys don't know, but I haven't even filmed for like over a month now. You've been watching this generator video. It has been so cold. I just haven't done anything. I'll be honest with you. I've been doing the wife's to-do list in the house, trying to knock that stuff out. And then that way she doesn't have an issue with me out here spending money on the boat, the motorhome, and all that stuff. So yeah, I need to get back on this. Oh, if you're wondering what the stairwell is, that's the old stairwell to my basement. It was just too steep and the treads weren't wide enough. So I have built a stairwell in there. I may show you that sometime later in the video, but for now we'll work on this. I'm going to use this stairwell for a mezzanine in the corner over here. I'm going to build a mezzanine and put all this small stuff up on that so it's off the floor. It gives me more floor space. I kind of got to figure more out though because I want to keep the Mustang underneath it. I don't know. The water tank's got to go underneath there. The stairwell's going to come down. I need to insulate. I don't know if I should do that before I do the thing, but then insulation just to do that wall and come over to where the mezzanine stops is like $2,000. It's just out of control. So yeah, anyway, I need to get back on this. I am going to clean up before I start, but you guys won't see. I need to dump the tractor bucket and I'm going to put the Corvette in the other garage and put the side-by-side back in here just because I don't want the Corvette to get any dirtier than it is. But yeah, and just clean up. I mean, I've been running in and out of here. It's been so freaking cold. It's just crazy. And so I've just been running in here, dumping stuff and running back out. And I need to do a good cleanup. But anyway, I need to get back on this. And I ran these two things through here and they fit. But originally there was two holes there. What I did do is I ordered more fuel line. So I have that now. So I can make this fuel hose a lot longer. And I can put this back down just to like an inch or half inch down where it needs to go and reroute that. But I got a little ahead of myself anyway. I don't even know why I did that because I need to get this thing set and then drilled into the floor where it needs to go before I do any more on that. And then I can do the sound deadener around that on both sides and all the other things that I need to do. So I probably need to take this apart, drill that hole, set that thing in place, and then we'll be in a good place. Hopefully it warms up this afternoon enough where I can finish painting the panels. I've moved them around so many times because I needed the trailer and then I needed my truck and then I needed whatever. So I have moved around, but I need to finish painting them out. I can't even get through there. I need to finish painting these out. I got quite a few to go on, you know, they're two-sided. But I did a lot, but not yeah, I need to get them done. And then I want to clear them on top of that. I bought a bunch of clear, so I need to get that done too. But yeah, the temperature's got to come up. There's a couple places I need to sand out again and then reshoot. There must have been something on there, even though I wiped them down really good. There's like two places on this panel. Anyway, so that's where I'm at on that. We'll see what we get done. I'm going to start cleaning up, straightening up. Got all kinds of projects going on. I just need to get organized and get going. All right, it's funny in that video that I was complaining about the light in this garage. This garage has always been dark to me anyway. But I've done a lot in here since, well, quite a while ago, but you know, since I built the building, you guys just don't see in here that often. But I did add some lighting here. There you go. So yeah, she lights up really good now. I don't know if the camera's going to show this very well or not, but boy, it just, it's bright. It's bright in here. It's like being in the other garage. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to update you on that. We have pretty good lighting in here now. And I still do some projects in here, just not on camera really. I do most of that in the garage now. So anyway, there's an update on the lighting situation anyway. All right, let's get this side by side out of here so we can put the Corvette right here. I need to clean up in here too. I got stuff everywhere. Oh, what a mess. Of course, a lot of this stuff can go on the mezzanine once I... Oh, wow, I hadn't started this in a while. Let that run, charge that battery up. See if this thing starts. This thing hadn't run for a month now. I probably should have started it before now. It's just been so cold. I know it doesn't like cold either. Let's see what she does. Oh, there she goes. It took a second, but she fired up. I better let her warm up for a bit. See if this tractor starts up. I have used it because I plowed snow with it. That sucker run up for a second. Start this one. Purrs like a kitten. I'm just gonna run everything. It all needs to run. Let it all run. Let it all out. This one's usually tough to start, and it's cold when it's cold. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You know, all those motors are noisy. All right, so this guy. Takes forever. Start right up, not bad. All right, we'll let this sucker around too. Whew. It's an exhausting mess in here. All right, let's get this sucker moved into our garage. A lot more noisy. Oh. All right, that's good. This one's in the garage. Get this garage shut up now. Ooh, it's nice having a decent day. Boy, I need to clean. Got stuff to clean everywhere. There's stuff down here, stuff over there, stuff where. All right, hey, it's the next day. I have sanded down, I didn't film it, but I have sanded down the panels that flaked out. One of them I shot again and it flaked out again, so I had to clean it all the way down. I got it sitting baking now. This one has one blemish on the side, but other than that, it came out. But yeah, even today, the panel crinkled up. And I had to clean it all the way back down to, is that one there? There we go. And I had to take it all the way back down and repaint it again. So I don't know, crazy. This one did the same thing. I mean, I've been doing panels. I did 3 other ones. They worked fine. And then I got to this one and it did the same thing. So I stripped it all the way down. I'm waiting for this to dry real good. And then I'll shoot it again. Just crazy when it's working and when it's not working. I don't know what got in the paint or what was in the paint or what that made that happen, but something sure did. So I got all the panels out here baking, and then we'll let those dry up really good for the next couple days. And then we'll start putting them back together. But yeah, all I'm going to do is shoot that side, set that in the sun here, and let these bake. All right, I got things straightened up and organized a little bit better. It doesn't look like it, but the Corvette's in the other garage and whatever. I cleaned up a lot of stuff. So I'm going to start on painting, I guess. We got great weather, right? So it's not going to last. So I'm going to get to spray painting and get some of these panels painted up so we can get this thing back together. All right, I made it to Lowe's and back, got some more paint. I didn't want to waste this day. I mean, it's such a beautiful day. We don't get these. It's been freezing. So wanted to get there and get this, at least a coat on everything. Hopefully, maybe we can get 2 coats on the stuff that we did today. I know it'll be a little tacky, but I think we can squeeze it in for sure. So I'm going to get busy. I'll put you on speed and we'll get these things painted up the rest of the way, hopefully. All right, what an absolutely wonderful day. I was not expecting it to be this nice. I think the highs got up higher than I thought it was going to. So what a wonderful day. And I've been trying to get this stuff painted for the longest time. It's just been so daggone cold. So it worked out absolutely wonderful. Tomorrow will be warm, but not as warm as today. So we didn't get the fan bolted down today, or drilled and bolted down. But I'll be honest with you, I am so glad to get that stuff painted. There's a couple pieces that have to be top coated again, and then we'll clear coat. But we made great headway today. If we get another day like this, we can get that job done. Of course, those have to all dry now. So I'll let those dry for a day. Except if it is warm enough tomorrow, I'll shoot the other side of those two panels that I need to shoot the outside, and get that second coat on those. Then we'll wait for a good warm day. We'll clear coat the whole thing and put it all back together. But yeah, I can do this on a colder day. Say like tomorrow, if it's cooler, I can just come out and do this anyway. So we'll get back on this. But man, what a great day. Glad to get those panels painted. That's pretty awesome. All right, good morning. We've been blessed with another beautiful day today. It's 44 and it's coming up fast. I mean, really fast. So yeah, it's gonna be a great day. We did really good yesterday. We got a couple coats on just about everything. There's some touch up here and there that I need to do, and then I can start clearing. I think there is one panel that I need to do the other side. I think it's that one right there. I have to do the other side again, but everything else is I've already got 2 coats on it, so that is absolutely wonderful. Yeah, we'll start that clear process here today, and then we can start putting it together there after that. So thank goodness for another wonderful day. That's really going to be helpful getting this done. All right, well, let me figure out what needs to be shot again. We'll do that first and get that thing drying, and then we'll start shooting clear. All right, well, note to self, don't put clear on top of Rust-Oleum clear on top of Rust-Oleum yellow. It does not like it. So I got a lot of it wiped up that was crinkling out. The rest of it will sand down. We'll just have to redo this side. That sucks though, because it puts us behind schedule. Hopefully it dries up enough that I can sand it today. I'm not sure that it will. I'll just leave it out here and let it dry, and we'll see what happens. Daggone. All right, so yeah. I really don't want to start bolting that down until I get it all fitted. I want to kind of bolt it all together, the side panels, and then bolt those in. And then I can set that exactly how I think it should go, and then I'll go ahead and drill through. So I'll need to wait for those to dry. I think I'm going to wait just a little longer on all these panels because I just shot the 2. Since I've got nothing to do, I think I'll reshoot this one because it's got a couple little spots on it. But other than that, it's really looking good. I'm definitely not going to clear it, so I guess that puts us ahead of schedule on that, huh? I guess in that respect, except for the one panel. So yeah. All right, I'm going to shoot this real quick, and then I think all I can do then is wait. All right, so I don't think it was a clear on yellow thing now that I'm playing with it, because I shot a second coat, or the last coat of yellow on this, and it crinkled too. And I don't think it's a temperature thing like the ambient temperature, but what I think is the panels are cold from being in the cold garage overnight, and they were too cold. So when the paint hit it, it crinkled, because the paint was stored in the warm garage. So probably the temperature of the panels. So there you have it. So I've screwed up 2 panels now, so I will let those dry up. I cleaned this one down with mineral spirits the best I could. This one's still too wet to do that. I did wipe it just a second to see what it'd do, but I'll let them dry up, sand them down, and we'll repaint these 2 on this side. So other than that, everything looks good. I think I'm going to leave them alone, the rest of the panels alone, and call it good. Everything has 2 coats on it, so I'll redo these 2, and then we can put it back. This one's not essential. This one's kind of essential. It's the end plate, right? But I think, you know, I probably just need to let all these dry longer anyway and give them a couple days. Anyway, fun. There you go. That's where we're at. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, hey, it's another day. We're back at this. All these panels have been drying, and they're actually coming out really nice. All except for one, which I have this control box. It's just been giving me a fit. I had it repainted last night, and then it just kind of, it did something weird. I don't know. It just rippled up. So anyway, I've sanded it back down, and I'm just waiting for that to, waiting for it to get warm enough out here, really. Let the sun warm it up. The paint's standing there, sitting there in the sun as well. So hopefully they get to the same temperature. And I don't have the problem the wrinkling that I had before. I'm assuming that's what it was anyway. So anyway, I was going to start putting this back together and fitting that panel. Get that panel bolted to the ground, and then we can start putting her together. All right, so let's get working on that. This is actually gonna be the fun part. I've been waiting to put this thing back together for a while. This painting has just been killing me. All right, so let's, I don't know. I guess I'll start fitting stuff together and we'll go from there. All right, so I think it's got a pretty decent fit. It's a little off, but I think it's always been a little off, you know. I am going to go ahead and do these wires, add the longer fuel pump hose, fuel line, fuel pump hose, fuel line on there to make that longer so I can get that fuel pump bolted in. Do these wires together and hook the ground to there. And then that way I can then set this side on here. And I think I'm just going to, I have a hole here, which I guess I could still bolt that down just to keep this thing from vibrating this way. Yeah, so that's going to sit below everything though. That's the only problem with that. That's what I don't know. They had it slotted, but I don't know that they had anything in it underneath because there's no place to put the bolt. So if I put a bolt under there, this whole thing's going to sit on that bolt, I guess is my thought. I don't really know what to do with that. I do want this thing setting up a little bit, but maybe that's the deal. Maybe I'll put a bolt there and a bolt in there and a bolt on the other side of that and a bolt over there, and then it would sit up on those 4 bolts in the pan. It'd give a little room between the two. I was going to do that with rubber though, but so I'm not really sure what to do here. If I bolt this in the sides, I think the sides will hold it just fine. Maybe that's what I'll do, and then maybe I'll just sound deaden that thing all the way around. I'm not exactly sure how they had it before. I was just making stuff up to try to figure it out, but I think that'll hold because it's going to hold to the front. I think that would hold it just fine. Yeah, let me play with this side. We'll get all this other stuff done, and then I'll figure out what I do. Again, if I shove a bolt through, it's going to be sticking through the bottom of this pan, which then will offset it. I don't really care for that. Honestly, I could tack it, but I don't really want to tack it either. Tacking it wouldn't push through the bottom though. I have a feeling that this is gonna, the distance there and the distance here, I don't know what this is gonna do. That is gonna be daggone close to the thing. We'll see how far it fits. But anyway, quit worrying about stuff that you can't figure out yet. Let's get this stuff done. Get this longer hose on there. Get this pump mounted, and then we'll figure it out from there. All right, so it seems I can bolt that down right there because it falls in this gap right here. So it will not, the nut would not affect the pan. And again, I'm going to try to get 4 rubber feet to put that on anyway, so it's going to work out just fine. All right, I'm going to use these little heat shrink soldery things. I'm digging these. And it's freezing, so it'll be nice to have warm air on me. All right, let's get busy and get this done.